Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Neidigh. We've had a few recent headlines about Blake Lively now that she's kind of back in the public spotlight. She attended her movie premiere for Another Simple Favor, a sequel to A Simple Favor, which she starred in alongside Anna Kendrick. But that was last week at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. I've been covering these legal cases with Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, all the publicists involved, Wayfarer Studios, so many people dragged into that mess. But in the interest of transparency, as always, I've found Justin's story more believable, and I tend to have opinions that sway in their favor. What I do want to make sure I'm doing, even though I'm sharing those opinions, is covering things from both sides. I read all the filings from both sides in these court cases, and I want to make sure I talk about the press coverage in both directions as well. So last night we had Blake Lively thanking fans for support, since she's now kind of putting herself out there again amidst all this legal drama. Blake posted a series of pictures and I think a couple of clips on Instagram. The first of them was captioned, "Watching A Simple Favor opening night at South by Southwest felt like a rock concert. Thank you to the very best audience. Texas turns it out. Making this movie was already the gift, every element of it. To share with you all and feel love returned to us was the best feeling. Thank you for having us, Austin. And yes, it's latex? Is that? Oh. I don't really know what to say to that. When she made this first post, I happened to be scrolling through Instagram, which never happens, so that was just a coincidence. I noticed her comments appeared to be open, so I did actually try to comment on this post, and it just said, "Girl, close your comments." So, you know, I'm very helpful, and I just know that that was not going to go well. Because as much as I am irritated with the way I feel she has behaved based on what I've seen in the court filings, and while these are public posts and everyone has a right to freedom of speech and they can express their opinion on public posts without any, like, there's no issue with that. Many people on the internet take things too far, and I was worried that any harassing comments would be used as further ammunition for, hey, this is why my stuff should be private and not public in the court filings and all that shit. But it turns out she actually had limited her comments, or at least did before I got to hit send on my comment. Which is good, because, like, what would she have said to that anyways? Hey, Lauren, what do you mean close my comments? Aren't you the one who keeps calling me a cunt? And then we have this little clip she shared, which is... I'm not sure what's happening here. Guys, I'll be honest, I'm not very artsy. I mean, if any of you have seen my Instagram or any sort of social media of mine, you know I'm not fashionable. I'm not doing things that are cute and inspiring. Like, you'll probably see 5 different pictures of 5 different days where I was wearing the same shirt, possibly in a different color, but likely just the same. So maybe I just don't understand the creative genius behind this weird flipping this fake drink thing. Somebody please tell me what's going on here and why I'm supposed to care. I mean, I just don't understand. Why wouldn't you just get a real drink at that point? I was not made to be an influencer. In fact, I'm still quite confused about being a content creator. But here I am, bad lighting and bad angles and all. Okay, and I guess she's like posting with some of her co-stars. It says, "Final Austin roundup for A Simple Favor. I know how fortunate I am to work with each of you. Thank you to my friends and loved ones for making this weekend so special. Okay, back to Sweatpants now. That was fun." Back to Sweatpants is a good call. Personally, I alternate between sweatpants and yoga pants, which can be found at Walmart. But hey, what do I know? I'm just really fucking comfortable. Oh my. What is this outfit? This is actually something that I would be way more likely to wear than anything that she's wearing. I don't like the little hanging frill things, though. I don't know if there's a fashion word for that, but they're hanging frill things to me, and my dog butter would eat them. I don't know who that is. Oh, points for me. Those are shoes. I knew that. I knew that one. Oh, there's more shoes. Hey, why are there so many boots? Man, I don't get it. Like I said, I always dress like a lesbian gym teacher, so... Barton Springs Park bathroom. Your kid forgets their shoes, but you have yours on, so naturally you give them yours, then you mom hack. Paper bags check. No shoes check. No problem check. I suppose some people could view this as humanizing. Personally, I think this is maybe the only thing that she's posted that I would actually wear. So if you came here for intelligent and informed discourse on fashion, Instagram influencing, or pretty much anything else in Hollywood or whatever, wrong place. I gotta say, I've never actually tried this, though. I generally only use my paper bags in public to fashion underwear. Okay, so notably absent from these photos, except for the one of them on stage, was Anna Kendrick. There was some speculation about, you know, a feud between Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. I don't really know too much about that, but I do know from what I saw of Anna Kendrick at that premiere, it certainly seems like they're not really friendly with each other. I probably wouldn't even thought twice about it if this hadn't tipped me off.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, talking about you.
Subtle. That was in stark contrast to Blake's reaction to the same kind of question.
Blake, what does it mean to be back with Anna?
Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy. Like,
now, the director of this movie, Paul Feig, pictured here in the outfit of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I remember he responded back to YouTuber Melanie King, well, she's not just a YouTuber, she's on other stuff too, but Melanie King had pointed out that there was apparently some, tension there. Paul and his wife were making comments on social media that ended up being, kind of a bad look, at least on his wife's part. I understand why Paul Feig would defend, Blake. She's the star of his movie. But it's really hard to, take that to heart because it's coming from someone with a vested interest in her success and in her not having this scandal, so it wouldn't really matter if it were him or anyone else if what he's saying was coming from a different person in his exact position. I would still find it to be kind of, I can't really take that to heart. Now, one of her male co-stars, this guy named Michelle Maroney, and I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. Is his name actually pronounced Michelle? I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just, I think that's how you say it. So, not that there's anything wrong with being a man named Michelle. Please stop talking, Lauren. He's recently expressed that he, really liked working with Blake and that she was incredible. And like I said, I do want to make sure I cover both sides of things in the press as well. So when asked about Lively, Maroney only had great things to say, sharing how much he enjoyed working with her in the development of their friendship. "We have an incredible friendship. We've become such great friends," he said to The Hollywood Reporter. "She's an incredible artist. She's a great actress, and it was a blast." He also says her ideas on wardrobe are spectacular. Cast of her last movie would disagree with you on that. When she first shows up in the movie, Blake was like, "I want to show up in a suit that looks like a prison outfit." Oh, nice. I have some pants you can borrow. This is from a couple months ago where he was asked about Blake.
So it's usually not my thing to make those kind of videos, but I think it's time to stand up for a person that I really love. And this person is Blake Lively. I personally met Blake during A Simple Favor 2. We shot this incredible film together, and I felt something was wrong, and I felt the pain, and then we had the opportunity to talk about me and her. Blake was in pain, and I'm really tired to see those kind of cruel and bad comment about her without knowing the situation. So that's why I want to link.
But yeah, I really don't know much about this guy at all. I do know that he was not in It Ends With Us, so there's going to be a lot that he doesn't know as well. Very important to note that. But he's right. A lot of us, we weren't there. We don't know everything. But, at the same time, if you're going to say that, you got to check yourself a little bit.
Right here, an article, the New York Times, just to make you understand before commenting what happened.
And then again, I'm going to say, you weren't there. You don't know what's accurate and what's not, especially because the other side came out and gave a quote to the Times after it was published, or maybe slightly before it was published when they gave them little to no time to answer, and has denied all the allegations. So, Mr. Michelle, you could be a perfectly nice man. However, I cannot take your word for it. So, like I said, I'm going to point to things that are being said on both sides here. You guys know my stance on the issue. However, I recognize that things have not played out in court yet, and I could be wrong. I think it's important to stay grounded and remember that I'm not always right about everything. However, I don't think I'm wrong about this based on the evidence we've seen. I will continue to share my opinions though and make it clear that they are my opinions, especially when it comes to these other actors or directors or whoever I know nothing about really. I just still find Justin's story more believable based on everything so far. Alright, I'm gonna keep my eye out on the docket, guys. We're waiting for the judge to rule on that protective order issue probably by the end of the week. That's all for now. Don't forget to hit the like on this video and I will see you for the next one. Bye.